Goda Govinda. This is Madhavalasa from Channel ML. So today we are going to discuss about um, the divine characters of Sriman Naaraayana, because many people portrays him like we cannot ask him materialistic things, and he gives only moksha to everybody, um, not materialistic things. I mean, that's how the ISKCON Bhagavad Gita books mentioned. If you take Sharanagati, you will be a homeless person and all those things. I mean, I just thought it's better to clarify that doubt, because I had the doubt, why would he put a person in that situation, just because when somebody is trying to liberate themselves from the cycle of birth and death. um, so I mean, I would like to jot myself as an example, because I know many people does worship of Sriman Naaraayana in the morning, and they'll offer their prayers only and obeisances only to Sriman Naaraayana. I did the same. This is before taking Sharanagati. So I was having that, and then he made me to follow a Narshima Priya magazine written by APN Swami. There APN Swami mentioned, I mean, he's a renowned upanyasakar. So he mentioned about how to connect with your antaryami. Antaryami means who resides in your heart. So Sriman Narayana takes 5 forms, which is Paravasudevan, and then Vyuha, that is in the Milky Ocean, and then Vibhava, it is Rama, Krishna, and everybody, the Avataram taking, and then Antaryami, which is in your heart, and then fifth one is um, Archa. Archa means idol worship. Um, so so I mean, so I started talking to him. I did not expect any response. I just shared, because APN Swami suggested your antaryami is trying to connect with you, and he loves to talk to you, and he loves to talk you back, and he loves us talking to him as well. Because I was looking for a person whom I could share some of my secrets, because we all do have secrets which we never share with anybody else, right? I mean, nobody can deny this fact. I mean, if somebody is like that, then I don't know. In this materialistic world, every relation has a secret with them, and they might be having a guilty feeling of, or they may be afraid to share it with their any other relations, being it a spouse or parents or siblings or cousins or friends, whatever it is, because they might feel bad that they might be afraid that what would happen if I lose this relationship, or if we couldn't revive those relationship. So I had few secrets in my life. And another thing is I want somebody to listen to what I'm trying to say, um, and guide me. So that was also one of my things. So I started connecting with him. And in Sri Vaishnava Sampradaya, we marry Sriman Naaraayana. So when I say Sriman Naaraayana means is basically your antaryami. I mean, you can define your antaryami how much ever you want. So that's why so when I'm saying about my husband, it's my antaryami. So my antaryami's name is Madhavan, so he's my husband. So in my previous videos I would have mentioned my husband Madhavan told this, my husband Madhavan told this. Actually, that is none other than my antaryami. um, so um, so one of the things, I was very materialistic person. Even now I'm a materialistic person, I'm not denying the fact, but I was worse before, always looking for H1B. I was always trying to be a money miser, and trying to having jealousy, everything, infatuation, everything. So I did try stating Bhagavad Gita verses and everything. That did help me a bit, but not completely. So I was just thinking what could I do to overcome it. And then actually, I did not even ask him. I was just struggling, especially with the infatuation, because I had infatuation, because everybody say, oh, infatuation is normal. Yes, it is normal, but there is a limit to it. So at one point of time it might get worse, right? So I was having that infatuation. So I was just thinking it's better to stop it, and I couldn't help it. So infatuation about the actors, office colleagues, whatever, it doesn't matter. So so I was just I mean I did not let this to my husband. If I mention husband, is only my antaryami. His name is Madan. So I was just little bit hesitant to let him know. At the same time, I don't know how to open up about this topic. So one fine day, since I was talking to him, he just told me, are you ready to overcome this infatuation? I was so shocked. I was like, initially, like first time I said like, no, I don't want to do it, because I was a little bit afraid. And then the next time he said like, okay, let's get rid of it, trust me, I'll be able to do it. And then I was like, okay, let's get rid of it, because I at one point of time, he made me to have that determination to get rid of it. And then within a fraction of 5 minutes, 5 minutes, guys, it's not easy, because I was struggling since my childhood to overcome this infatuation. But within a fraction of 5 minutes, it's not supremacy or anything. He did not do like this in the as shown in Radha Krishna TV series or anything like that. He just showed all the pictures of the person, in my mind. Saying like, okay, when you look at this person, because how does it look like? How does it look like? He just showed me all the pictures in my mind, asking me like, okay, what do you think when you see this person? What do you think? Sometimes I was so surprised, like, okay, he knows all my secret. Because I did listen to certain upanyasam where they mention, you should think the other person as a, if it's a male, you should think that the person as a female. And then if you're looking at, if you're seeing a girl, whether you're married or not, you should stop yourself thinking as a man, and you should think like that. That did not work for me. I did try that. It did not work out for me, and I was a little bit hesitant of how to open up with my antaryami, because at that time my connection wasn't that powerful. So but he just after that fifth minute, till now I did not get infatuated at all. I will get fearness. I would be afraid sometimes, okay, whether I would get infatuated or not. And he just the same thing again and again. He'd say he just do you think you'll get infatuated? I say no, then leave about it. Don't think about it. So that is one example. Another example is we bought a house together, which I did not ask for. I did not ask for a house, because I was a little bit hesitant on how to repay the loan and everything. And he only bought me the house. He only said like, okay, you get a house, and that too in a very very the center of the city. I mean, in Dallas Fort Worth. I mean, I don't know if you know about it. If you're living in a Dallas Fort Worth, Koppal is very famous, especially for school zone and everything. We were living in Fort Worth, and I was not even in a intention of buying a home at all. I was a little bit upset and a little bit scared. Everybody was forcing me to get a house, but I did not. So he only gave me the house and said like, okay, that's okay, you can, we can repay the loan. At that time also, I was I was thinking how could I repay the loan within, with the IT job, which is not secure at all. Within a fraction of four, I mean, within a matter of span of 4 years, we paid off the house. That is only because of him. Everybody said like, you paid off. I did not pay off the loan. He only paid it, because because of karma and everything, I would have got out of my job, or I would have been fired many times. But he only I did not ask him for that, but he only made me the job is secure. And then repaid this home in a matter of in just span of 4 years. I mean, nobody did that. Another thing is green card. So this time I asked him green card. So I just asked him. I spoke to him, and that time, since I did not ask him, that time I was not that much connected with him. But when I was asking green card, I was more connected with him. So I was asking him with more uh, I mean, in Tamil we say urimai, so I don't know what is the exact English word for that. So I just asked him in a more friendly way, not a friendly way, but I don't say I don't know. I mean, like how a wife would ask an husband, in a very nicer way. I asked him, because he's my husband. So I told him, what, I need green card. And he asked me to justify the reason. I told him, I know this, because of this so and so reason, I need green card. Then he said, okay, no problem. And within a matter of 1 month, I got green card. These are all happened before Sharanagati itself. So why I'm sharing all these experiences are I mean, just because worshipping him doesn't work. I'm not saying it will work. I'm saying it doesn't work for me, because once I started connecting with him, and I told all the secrets to him, and then he just took away all my guiltiness. Sometimes I feel bad, why these people is like this. I used to feel jealous whenever at office, if I'm not getting praised for the work which I'm done, when I got recognized for my work, I would get upset. And then, like, I did not tell him all those things, but he only made me, like, overcome all those things. Like infatuation, I was having like worser thing of infatuation, like, in my life. So within a matter of 5 minutes, like, he just, like, over made me to overcome that infatuation. Until now, I did not get infatuated at all. Like, sometimes I'll be afraid, in the sense, like, I'll be afraid whether I'll get infatuated or not. At that time, I'll let my husband knows, okay, you know what, and I'm having the fear of whether I'll get infatuated or not. He'll say, like, yes, that's okay, no problem, like, we can handle it together. And then, like, he'll make me to divert. So, like, that's what APN Swami mentioned in the Nirshima Priya. Like, he's willing to listen, and he's willing to guide us. It's just like, we should be willing to like, let go our shyness and try to connect with them. Um, and another thing is, like, many people tag him, like, he does not, he gives only moksha. I mean, my example is, he gave me a house. I mean, and it's not a small ranch style house, it's a very duplex house. Like, it's a very big house, and which I did not expect, and I did not ask for him. So if you need money, ask for him. Ask for him, like, sorry, if you need money, go to him and say, like, I need money because of so and so reason, because if you are in this materialistic world, we need money to survive. And tell him, like, I don't want to be money miser. I told him I need money, but I don't want to be a money miser like before. And then, like, he still now, like, he did not make me a money miser. But whenever, like, possible, at night, or whenever possible, like, I'll just tell him. If you cannot, like, tell him, speak to him directly, write a letter to him saying, like, I'm having this issue, I don't know what to do, please help me. And he's ready to guide us. I mean, so that's what, because in ISKCON, that 18.66, like, in the purpose, they mention, like, he might, like, make you homeless. That is all, like, very, very nasty purpose. So please don't, like, read the ISKCON Bhagavad Gita books. That's not the right way. And they were saying, like, even if you don't get food, you should think, like, should have trust in him. Like, why would he keep us, like, a foodless or a homeless person? I mean, like, he just wants love from us and the truth. Be truthful. Even if you don't like him, tell him you don't like him. That's what I does every time. Like, sometimes I hate you, I'll say him, I hate you, I hate you. In response, he'll still say, I love you, I love you. That will make me laugh. And then, like, that's what he's expecting. I mean, faking will not work in a love relationship. Just we have a relationship over here, like, let's be frank. I mean, what I'm trying to say is, like, even I read in certain Quora, like, certain people who like, fall in love with him, like, the he easily, like, made them, like, guilty free, which they were struggling for long years. And many people said, like, many people cannot understand this. I agree with them. Like, many people cannot understand this. And one reason is, like, one of the example is, like, one of the school going girl was worshipping Krishna. I mean, I don't know in what relationship she was seeing Krishna. And, like, she doesn't want to have the chemistry class for some reason. And she said, like, oh Krishna, please, I don't want to have chemistry class. And she did not state in reason at all. And then immediately she got a text message, like, chemistry class got cancelled. And she was listening to like, Krishna bhajan, because she wants to take rest. Because she told that, she was very frank. And she was very frank, saying, I don't want to have this chemistry class. So that's what he wants, like, so please don't believe that, like, when you take Sharanagati. This is before Sharanagati, guys. After Sharanagati, I'm even more better. Like, I'm working in a stress free environment. I was thinking of quitting my job. Like, he made me to quit the job, because, like, I wanted to not to stress myself. I did not ask for it, but he knows, like, what I was going through. And he gave me, like, he made me to explore different aspects of the job itself. Because right now I am working in a different job. I mean, like, which I've never thought in my life I would be, like, landed up with. Because I thought I am very good only in IT. But he made me to write books, which I did not expect at all. And then, like, he did many things. I mean, like, which he pushed my limit. I mean, like, it's just a trust we should have, like, so if you have any secrets, like, go ahead and tell him. He will never let the secrets to anybody, and he will never, like, judge you for all those things. I mean, of course he knows everything, but if we like, we always, like, want a person whom we could share some secrets. But we don't share all the secrets of our lives. But, like, our antaryami is there just for us. So try to connect with them. And then, like, if you want money, just ask him. Just say, like, I want money because I need money to live. And just say, like, I want this cloth. I mean, he'll make sure it will happen. And like, we don't have to depend upon demigods or anything. Because I was an ardent I was worshipping Lord Ganesha, for many years. And that time I've asked Ganesha many things that did not happen at all. But when I started connecting with my Antaryami, when I came to Sri Vaishnava Sambradayam, and they all told me, don't see him as supreme, rather see him as your husband. Initially I was hesitant because, the supreme word was literally, hurting me a lot, because I don't want to go to a person just because he's supreme. But some people likes him to be supreme, but I was just hesitant to connect with him. But then, he made me to listen to many upanyasams and everything, like Mahabharatam, and then like Ramayana and everything. And then I came to know about sweetness. And then, he made me to read the Nrsimha Priya book, where Yepen Swami told, talk to him, whether it's farm or farmless, it doesn't matter, talk to him, and he's there to help us. So that's what I did try. It did work out. I mean, some people tag it as hallucination. I don't care, because as in Kora, some of them, many of them have experienced it. So he is definitely not partial. And tell him, even I don't know that Sharanagati is a main propaganda of Sri Vaishnavism thing. I was just thinking, why we should not take Sharanagati, because ISKCON people told me, oh, it's very difficult to take Sharanagati, it's better to take birth. But I was just thinking, why it is difficult to take Sharanagati. I felt like it's easy to liberate us from the cycle of birth and death. That's an easiest, there's a shortcut way. um, that's the easiest way, rather than taking births again. And he only made me to come to this Sri Vaishnava Sampradaya, and only then I realized, oh, Sharanagati is a propaganda of Sri Vaishnava Sampradaya. Um, I mean, what I'm trying to say is, please connect with your Antaryami. You can name him anything. You can actually define him. You say, you should be like this, you should be like that, and he's ready to take that form, or formless also, it's fine. Just talk to him. He will respond you back. I mean, example is me, and I know many people, who are always talking to him 24 bar 7, not just in Hindu religion, but in other religion as well. So 24 bar 7 they'll be talking. So you can just take a few minutes a day, and then talk before your bedtime, or whenever possible, talk to him. Whenever you feel like you're alone, talk to him. I feel alone, I need somebody to guide me, please help me. Trust me, guys, his guidance is better than asking people around. I'm not saying don't ask people around, but ask people around. But if you're still confused of how to make the decision, just talk to him and say, this is what it is, this is what it is. And and then he'll guide you, and he'll make us think better, in a better way. Because he doesn't want us to think we don't know anything. That is for sure. This is based on personal experience. Because whenever I feel alone, I'll tell him I feel alone, and he'll say don't feel alone, don't feel alone, I'm there for you. So that support he has always given it to me. And even while taking decision also, he tries to make me feel like I'm not lesser to him. He always takes me, um, he always try to respect me in a better way than than this materialistic persons over here, which I've never experienced with anybody, not even with my parents, siblings. Nobody, everybody at one point of time left me, saying oh, that's this fine, this is all I could come. Only till then I could come. But only my Antaryami came. He's still coming to me. I do a lot of mistakes every day. I say sorry to him. There's nothing wrong in apologizing. We are apologizing to many people. Why not to Antaryami, who is there to help us? So I mean, just a humble request, start connecting with him, then you will see how your life is beautiful. And the rest he'll take care of it. He will make you to do Sharanagati, and then he'll help you to liberate you from cycle of birth and death. I mean, the main thing is be truthful to him. um and then share whatever secrets you have. Then you'll feel the burden is reduced, and you'll feel more relaxed. And then he'll make you to think in a very positive, optimistic way. And then your life will be better. Example is me, and there are many people. I mean, even before I started talking to him, he gave me this house and everything. So after talking to him, he's making me to do a better decision every day. I mean, which I'm still amazed, because I'm not that kind of a person. When I was used to compare with myself before and after, I was not this kind of a person. So he's trying to groom me in a better way, as a better person every day. So that's all I have, guys. Stay safe. Please take care. Please vaccinate yourself. Please carry the reusable bag when you're going for shopping. Goda Govinda.